Good morning, everybody. I'm Doug.
I'm Chris.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about the governor down in Florida.
DeSantis?
I like how he's going to try to put some laws in place. He's written some that if you're a protester, you're going to be hurting if you come to Florida.
Wait. Okay, protester, that's not a protest. And he specifically says that.
Excuse me.
He told you to protest all you want to. It's to your heart's content.
If you're a rioter.
Once you cause damage, you obstruct traffic, or cause mayhem, you are a rioter and it will be shut down.
And if you don't live in Florida, they bring an extra charge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I
think that automatically makes it federal. I'm not really sure because it crosses state lines of illegal purposes.
Well, I like what he's doing.
Oh, I agree.
And you know what? The other states are starting to get on board with this. Some of them, because
as soon as the polls came out, a couple of weeks ago, and said, "Oh my God, the American people don't like you burning down our cities." Imagine that. All the cities are. I mean, Chicago's has asked for federal help. Portland just did it last night or the night before, where they deputized all their police officers federally to bring federal charges.
Yes. Well, you know what? It's even in the Democratic cities. Ever since the guy took a shit in Pelosi's driveway.
Yeah.
Things are starting to change.
I don't understand why.
It's too close to home.
But it's legal there. In that state, it is legal to do that.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny though he took a shit in her driveway. Thumbs up, dude. Thumbs up. But down in Florida, I think they're trying to set a precedent.
Oh, did you see that new law he just did on the bill that he has for reopening the state? He put it in that basically you can't, for restaurants and bars, they're really not able to shut them down again. They can't do a mandate for a shutdown again, ever.
Well, it's unconstitutional.
That's what he said, and that's where he's back it and putting it as a law. It cannot be shut down.
Yeah, and they even lift
individually
the
if they
mask.
show that something happened from this place or this general area, they can shut down spots. That's understandable.
Like I just said, they've the mandatory mask, since they're going into or opening everything back up.
Mm-hmm.
We had a mandatory mask. If you were in public, you were supposed to have a mandatory mask.
Mm-hmm. They've
taken that out. You don't have to have a mask.
Yeah, well, it's also, if you go on the CDC's website, the CDC's the same thing.
Yeah. It's down in Florida, they're starting to get their shit together, and the other states are starting to follow suit. I mean, I keep going back to that guy live streaming shitting in Pelosi's driveway. God, 2 thumbs up. I like that guy, man. He's good. He's good. Did they ever catch that guy?
I don't know. I haven't really heard anything about it. If they did, they ain't gonna hear nothing, knowing what they're gonna do. You know, he could say he was dropping off ice cream for her or something. You know,
some hot ice cream. Oh man. But you know, in down in Florida, the new laws that he's putting together, it's going to be pretty tough to come down here and riot, because if you get arrested, there's mandatory jail sentences. Mm-hmm. Mandatory. You're not getting out of jail.
And again, he didn't specify. It's not protests. If you are protesting, he says right in his speech, have at it, have a good time, have fun, do what you have to do, get your point across. But once you start classifying as riot, damage, violence, or obstruction,
you damage
different game.
If you spray paint a building,
anything, statue.
If you spray paint a building in Florida under his new law, 6 months. You're doing 6 months mandatory if you're caught.
I believe.
even the protests, they say that it's protesting to walk up and down streets and wake up people and tell them get out of your house. It's these people are in bed.
Well, technically, under DeSantis' law, that I think Florida has a 10 o'clock noise curfew for things.
Yeah, but
and that would still consider it. Up until 10 o'clock they could do it, but after that it's done.
Well, look at Portland. Was it Portland last night that had that curfew?
Yeah,
I was up till 1 o'clock, and they were still out in the streets.
Well, it's Portland.
Raising hell.
Well, you have to understand something. DeSantis has always had where he said we're not going to accept the rioters. You had sheriffs down there saying, "Hey, if you come in right here, it's not advised because if you go to people's homes here, they're going to blow you back out."
Yeah. I like some of the sheriffs down there.
Yeah, to where Portland, for 3-4 months now or more, they've been telling everybody, it's okay to riot. You can do get it out of your system. It's all right. Now they're having a hard time telling people, well, maybe we were wrong. You think?
Who's that sheriff down in Portland? Grady?
Portland or Florida?
In Florida.
Yeah, you're looking. There's a couple of them down there. There's one's Grady. Grady's the one that told the people that if you come down and harass people in their home here, he's advising them to blow you back out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Grady.
I can tell you, folks, so that there's no misunderstanding today, this is a peaceful protest. This is a riot. We can tell the difference. The governor can tell the difference. Our law enforcement officers can tell the difference. In the event you didn't get that, let me show you something. This is a peaceful protest. This is looting. If you loot, the next thing you can try to steal is something off of your food tray at the county jail, because you're going to jail. That's a guarantee. And we're going to enjoy taking you down there. Some people are slow learners. This is peaceful protest. This is violence. It's not acceptable.
I just call him Sheriff Grady.
And then you got
there's an Ivy down there.
You got Ivy.
He's pretty serious about everything too.
Yeah, he believes in you screw up, they're gonna shoot you.
Now they've had protests down there, and he's been fine with that.
Yeah,
he has not done anything, and he's actually helped with the police for the protests. But they do not allow violence to other people. Period.
They don't put up with it. But I'm glad the other states are getting on board with this and starting to get their head out their ass.
But the Democrats aren't happy because that whole law and order thing is starting to come up.
It's starting to bite them in the ass.
Yeah.
It's starting to turn wrong on them. It's funny that they didn't say nothing about it. They didn't condemn it until.
Well, you got Harris in that one guy's hospital room going, "I'm proud of you."
Yeah. Can you believe that?
No.
Can you believe rapes a girl?
Yeah,
multiple times, and she's proud of him.
Well, she believed that Biden raped people, and she's now his partner.
She's proud of him. You know what? She's proud of him because he was black, and she's black.
She's not black.
Well,
I get so tired
she's
of
black. I'm Chinese, but
she's not black. I don't care what. That woman has changed her race at least 3 times that I know of.
She's
Indian. Not American Indian. She's Indian, like the continent Indian.
Well, she's black like he's innocent in all of this. To go to and say she's proud of him, what a piece of turd she is.
Agreed.
That's just wrong. Just wrong. How would she like her daughter to be raped by somebody? would she go to that rapist and go, "Oh, I'm so proud of you to rape my daughter"?
I got news for you. If she thought it would get her in office, she would do it in a heartbeat. She would
Probably.
ask him if he wants to go
Probably.
again.
Probably. And Biden, he's
He doesn't
physically not there. His mind is starting to get out in pasture. But that's a
I don't know if
different
he's taking
story.
his medicine. I've seen his medicine on him a couple times. And he's done all right. He's still not himself, but he's better.
But you know what?
I mean, how are you a government official and you screw up the Pledge of Allegiance? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I do want to say something about Ron Paul, not Rand Paul. Ron Paul,
The one
the
that had a
father.
stroke or a heart attack or something?
The father.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing okay. He's. I watched the interview. It was live on somebody's news thing, and he was talking fine, and then all of a sudden he started slurring, and he was done. And the commentator, he was like, Dr. Ron.
Oh, yeah.
And he just didn't know where he was. But then later on, I seen him in a hospital bed, and he was fine.
Yeah.
So I hope he's doing good. But all these states, get your head out of the sand, stop these riots, clean up your cities, because you live in a shithole now. And you need to straighten up, because the people, the majority of people in your state, in your cities, don't want rioting. They don't want it. Clean it up, because the majority of the people in all these states are going to be speaking, unless the mail tosses a bunch of ballots in
Oh, that's a whole different one right there. That's a whole different show, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
we could do a ballot one next show if you want to, because they're just going crazy with that stuff now.
God, you know what? If you're a male person and you have to throw away ballots that you know that's going to a certain party,
You're a dirtbag.
man, you're a freaking scumbag. With that said, I'm Doug.
I'm Chris.
Remember, give us a comment if you want to talk about it more, or if you want to talk about something else. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe, because we need subscriptions. All right, talk to you later. Bye.